I'm good.
I am Spiff of Asgard, and I am burdened with glorious purpose. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I've been watching Loki this week. Hello. I am Spiff, not from Asgard. I'm Spiff from Morton Park, originally now residing in deepest, darkest Harrowby. Joining me, as usual, this year with the lovely Mr. Mark Watson.
Hello.
And the lovely Miss Helen T.
Hello guys!
Hope we're doing all right today. So, what's the crack today? Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, equipment check. Have I got my pieces of paper? Yes. Have I got my pen? Well, let's have a deeks. Yes, I do.
I've got some clips. Does that count?
That'll do, Mark. That'll do.
Clip.
I've got my proper pen. Hang on.
Hang on. That's it. Heathlands products pen.
Some cables, some scissors.
That's all you need, Mark. And I've got a little drink of water there. Or other sort of libations are available. So, welcome. Today is Friday, the 11th of June,
It is.
2021, and the weather, it's a bit everything today, isn't it? It was dark this morning.
It was nice for about half an
It
hour,
was,
about
aye.
20 past 8 for half an hour. It was
Yeah. And then earlier on, it was really bright at sort of lunchtime, very sunny indeed, and that was kind of a bit
Meant to be
murky.
really nice tomorrow, though.
Aye, I'm going to get some top drying done, Mark.
Well, it's just good drying weather because it's
It is, aye,
warmer,
'cause
windy.
it's not rainy like so. The weather's all right. So first of all, we've done the equipment, done the weather. So I'll go through the agenda, ladies and gentlemen. That's the things, the topics we're going to touch on today before we get proper cracking. So first up will be the news, information, and thanks. That news, obviously, things that are going on, things that we want to tell you, and thanks to all the people who make all this possible. We will then be doing Art Stroke Activity Showcase Extreme to the Max this week, featuring, ladies and gentlemen, Scran, tree hugging, and Zen meditation. So we'll
And a farewell to
Oh.
a staff member.
Oh yes, and a farewell to a staff member, which we'll touch on in a bit. So we've got that, and we've also got, as we introduced last week, our new section for the month, or it could go on longer than that actually, is
Yeah,
our
well.
Heathlands Habitat, where I'm going to use the phrase again, the Heathlands footprint, Mark. I loved using that this week, so I'm going to use it again.
Well, I was wandering around the Heathlands footprint the other day, and I've got the nettle stings to prove it.
There, I had some of them are quite
See,
top.
my wellies and
Aye.
my shorts, there's about an inch gap in between.
Right, that's what
So
they're
I
going to
had the line round with the.
That's what they're going to
them
get.
both.
So we'll have a bit of that. So that's the Heathlands Habitat Stroke, 30 days wild stuff, and then we'll have the old share test. So as we settle into this Friday afternoon, I think we should see who's out there. So can we have some screen babes?
We certainly
Helen,
can.
who we got? What the hell do they want?
Okay, so first in today, I believe,
Aye.
if I'm in the right order here,
Yes.
we have Miss Sarah Farmer. Hello,
Hello, Sarah, how you doing?
And hello to all the Heathlands Bubbles.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. And second in today
Yes.
is Mr. Michael Aiken.
Oh, right. So,
Michael
now,
Aiken.
Matthew, if you're out there, you're joining with me. Michael Aiken, watching you like a hawk. Like a hawk. Excellent.
Awesome stuff. So hello, Michael and family.
Cool.
Right, next in we've got Alan.
Bonjour,
Hello.
Alan.
Bonjour, Alan.
Has he got the
Indeed.
question?
Hello, Spiff, Mark and Helen.
Yes.
What have you had for your
Oh.
Hey! Hold on, he's got in there.
Aye, he's knocked
got
out
in
three
there.
off his throne.
Fantastic. So, what do you have, Mark? What do you have for your lunch?
I had left over
Oh,
pasta bake, which had all sorts in it. Olives, a little bit of black pudding, weird cornflake shaped
that's
pasta.
a bit. That's a bit.
Cornflake shaped pasta, peas, sweet corn. I think there might have been bacon in there as well.
This little weird pasta, is that the one that's available at Aldi?
No.
Oh,
The orange, yeah, it is.
these tiny little wings.
Oh, the
funny
pasta
little
itself.
dishy things.
Aye, they look like
Orange
skips.
chestnuts,
So the
yeah.
tiny little skips.
Yeah.
Aye. I've looked at them, but I didn't know whether to use them or not.
They were quite nice.
right,
It's
so-
like it's pasta like you try to make yourself, and you think, I'll just make a nice shape.
Aye,
Thump it-
that'll do.
thump it.
So, Helen, do you have the same?
Of course I did. Oh. No, I had the same for lunch.
Yes.
For dinner when we
Aye.
made it for
Aye.
leftovers. No, I had a boiled egg sandwich.
Nice.
Did you not
nice.
bring in some in today?
I did, but then I went with the egg sandwich instead.
No wrong with that. I can only describe this. It's a bit of breaking news to you too as well. I was in Aldi yesterday and I found a brand new luxury bread. Right? It's about
Luxury
£1,
bread?
£1.10. Right?
Is it CD?
It's well, no, I'll tell you, right. So it's like imagine like it looks like a white bloomer, so about him's big, right?
Okay.
However, containing and dusted with maize and chipotle
Chipotle
chili
burgers.
within and without, and it gives you that little bit of tingle.
That sounds
so
nice.
I had half of that, and I had it as a filling, butter, mayo, corned beef, very finely chopped onion, bit of pepper and stuff, and that was really
So you
nice.
butter and mayo, or did you have butter on one slice of bread and mayo on the other?
Both. I like to
Both
double
of
fat it to hold me, you know what I mean? To hold
See,
me
I usually
stuff
have one on one side and one on
That's
the
not
other.
right, innit? Here's the
Oh.
toasted side with what do you call it? Put mayo on instead of butter to fry it. Saw that on Sunday brunch on Sunday.
Did it work?
Yeah, because it's got egg in.
No, it's beautiful. So that's scrolling on, so thanks for that. What else we
Very
got?
good. Mr. Matthew Beatty is
Here
saying
we
hello
go.
to us all.
Matthew, I hope you're enjoying having a deeks. That was a bit of a raj one there. I've been doing this a year now, Matthew. I'm trying to find
Mixing it up.
come up with new attacks, if you will. And I never think about it before I do it. I just do it for
You should do it in comedy people's voices.
I should do, I was going to say, no, I won't do that. No, okay. So, nice to have you on board, Matthew, as ever. And we'll get cracking with putting them transfers on the old Red Oilers.
Oh, has it got transfers as well?
Oh, aye.
Awesome.
You must soak a bit of latter.
Yeah, like
and I'm going to start
put on a little bit of
building
tweezing and put it on.
I know.
And then it sticks to your finger and
It's gonna be
folds,
fat.
and you try and get the fold out.
I know. We'll do our best, Matthew. Right. Cool.
Okay, so Sarah's back in saying, okay, so Alan wins the having your dinner
He does.
this week.
He does.
Yes,
yeah.
and what do you feel? So who's going to come up and win what you having on tonight? We don't know yet.
Jackie is saying hello from Orange Buble.
Hello, Orange Buble.
Hello.
Orange
Good to see you.
bubbles.
See you on board.
Okay, and next is Anthony saying the 20th
Yes,
is Father's Day.
it
It
is.
is.
Aye.
Sunday coming.
I'm up. No,
Next
No,
Sunday.
next
wait,
Sunday
week of
coming.
Sunday.
Week of Sunday.
I'm open for me early bottle of Captain Morgan or Flynn. That'd be nice.
See, my
Morgan.
plan might have fallen through. I might have to come up with something else for Mark.
I'm sure you can. Only you're a very imaginative person. No, then what? So,
Cash is
Planned in
acceptable.
advance. Planned in advance.
aye,
It's not come yet.
that's just the nature of existence.
She says this for like every Christmas and birthday. I'm beginning to suspect.
Oh, I did it a bit earlier, didn't
I pre-order you these things,
Aye.
and the first thing I pre-ordered them came way too early, so I just give them it. And then I pre-ordered stuff for him for Christmas, and
Aye.
it genuinely didn't land in time, and then I got refunded.
Well,
for half
we've
of
seen
it.
a whole window on the lives of Ellen and Mark here.
I've just got really poor luck when it comes to presents.
Isn't any of a crack from Auntie there?
No.
That's
Oh.
that. Oh, Alan, maybe you could come in and steal
He's
your
maybe
crowd.
thrown
Get
in the
double
tower.
whammy.
No, there is.
Sorry.
There we go. Jeanette is saying hello from the bustling hub that is Heathlands Inn downstairs.
Hang on, we'll show you
Oh.
later on. All right,
Hello,
guys.
Jeanette.
How you doing?
And then we have Anthony asking what we're having for our dinner tonight.
I knew you wouldn't let us know.
In there.
I'm tonight, I think, I'm making sort of the old fakeaway, the Chinese takeaway sort of thing. I've got all the stuff in.
Yeah, I do like a good
you know.
fakeaway.
So, what about yourselves?
It's undecided
It
because
is
my dad's
undecided.
coming through.
Oh, of
and,
course, aye.
I don't know if he wants to do something for tea together or
Aye.
if he's drove for 8 hours, he just wants to put his head down.
It
It is a long old hike coming from
So-
Devon.
It's uphill and all.
It is. You can north.
You
North
can
is
north,
uphill.
man. I know.
But it does feel like you're coming home when you come to Gumri.
Aye. As soon as you see the fells and that.
No, it's
Yeah.
Shap. It's
Aye.
the factory at Shap. You know you're nearly home.
Aye. And then Dixon's Chimney,
Yep.
Adderby Peak Station, that's it.
You know,
I'm in the Lizzle.
Absolutely. So yes, we don't know what we're having for our dinner tonight
It's a
because we
mystery.
may
Could be
we may
anything.
be dining with family who we haven't seen in quite some time.
Dining, it sounds
Dining.
like there's going to be like
We're staying at a
decanters and
hotel
that.
tonight.
we could always like leave the decision to really late and have to get a takeaway.
That's exactly what I'd do, Mark. That's exactly what I'd do.
He's only saying that
Oh, I was
because it's my
meant to
turn.
get out to defrost and I forgot. Let's get a Chinese. Classic manoeuvre, one of which I applaud.
And finally, for
Yes.
Screen Peeps for the time being, Alan says he had his vaccine on Tuesday morning.
Aye, good thing, that's one.
Getting a turn, so hopefully back at Heathlands soon.
Right, yeah, lovely. Lovely. Cheers for that.
Fantastic.
So thanks a lot, Screen Peeps. Keep them coming. So now we move on to news. Okay.
People expect
so-
me to say beard news.
I haven't done that. I haven't done beard news for about 18 months. As Mark sort of told you about there, and we mentioned last week, and we've got a little thing coming up on the art activity showcasing thing. It was Alan Walsh's last day yesterday. No, I don't work here on a Thursday. So do you want us to fill us in? What was it?
Oh, well, you'll be able to see the photos in a bit.
Oh, I'll see the photos. I was a ceremony and stuff like this. It'd be sad to see you,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? I
We
mean,
give
I was
her a
working
leg
with
and an arm and the bumps and all.
Oh,
All
yeah,
on camera.
because she loves the physical contact.
We didn't.
Yeah, I mean, it was my last sort of working time with it on.
We hired the tango man to come in.
Whap. But I mean, as I say, it's not as if she's moving away to the Cotswolds to,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know, up in the pottery shop or she's where she is, and I'm
She'll
sure
be back.
we'll see her many times. So that was that. A couple of welcome backs this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We've had this very week Mr. Paul Major.
Yeah,
He
he's
joined
been
us on
back.
Monday, as did Mr. Ian Smith
Did?
of this parish.
Was that not last week?
No, I mentioned it. They were gonna be coming back, but they're actually
Back to back.
yeah, they're actually sort of back. So excellent for them. What else have I got? And I believe I'm not being preemptive, I don't think, but in the next month, I think we could be having possibly the return of Mr. Ashley Bell
Yes.
on for a couple of days, and
And a couple of others that have
I
in the
got David
pipeline.
and David and
David
Sammy.
Sammy,
and that.
yes.
So bit by bit, we're crawling back. So that's that one. So it'd be great to see them. You know what I mean? As ever, as I do each week, but it needs to be said each week. A big, massive thank you to all the staff, both on the ground supporting and all the work people are doing with the Better Together, with Heathlands at Home, the whole Facebook stuff. Everything's gone great, really, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And everybody's sort of pulling in and doing little bits and bobs for us all. I'll tell you, I was watching Speaking of which, I've seen the old, because of anywhere I get to see, because I'm always funny about the old Tai Chi this morning.
Yeah.
With a net by the river time with a daughter
With a
who I haven't
daughter.
seen for ages.
Yeah.
Can you remember the name?
Hey,
Can you remember her name?
Johanna. Aye. No, it was, I thought it was that lurking in the background. I thought it was just like a dog walker who sort of popped in.
Sneaking.
And it was like, oh, that's Johanna.
Well, if you'd read the description, it does say with a net and secret
Well,
special
the thing
mystery
is, see, I
guest.
didn't see the very start, and I walked in and was like, oh, there's a net, what's going on here? Do you know what I mean? It was that lurking at the back, so that was good. So it's a big, massive thank you to all our staff, and a big, massive thank you to all you, our members and all our viewers out there in TV land for supporting us all. It really does make the job a lot easier, you know,
It
getting
really
feedback.
does.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's great. So that one else we got. No, I've got no specific details on this one, Mark, but I believe I can just hear, you know, on a day-to-day basis, being on site, the work's going apace on the new the Blue Bubble.
Yeah, we could have put some photos in actually, but we
Aye.
didn't.
Yeah.
You'll have to
So,
wait up to Sue and put some photos on.
The blue bubble, which shall be known as the Minion Bubble.
I'm going
because
to call it blue because I'm Maverick. Don't care.
Because it's going to be
Anyway.
decorated blue and yellow.
Yeah.
The plastering's done, the doors are being fitted, the windows are being fitted, the internal windows are being fitted,
Right.
that is.
Have we got a roof?
It's got a roof.
It's got a roof,
It
the
came
lights
with the
aren't
roof.
in yet.
Has it got a floor?
No,
it didn't come with a full
I
floor.
did speak to the contractor yesterday,
Alright.
and he said that the flooring people had been in to measure everything
That's
up,
what's
so
up.
that will be going in
That's
very
right.
soon.
Yeah, so it's moving at pace, ladies and gentlemen. And again, it just gives us that extra bit of room, extra bit of leeway.
And you don't want to
from
put the
you
flooring
guys,
down before you paint anyway, because
Nah.
it's just have to
Do you know
put
what I mean?
towels down.
Yeah. No, so that's cool. So that's gone on. And a little thing just for next week. I'll be doing the old bingo. I'll be saying bingo. Next one's going to be ocean bingo. Ocean bingo. Now, again, for those of you who who come on site and stuff, I'll be getting out, and I've already done a couple sort of sheets for you to take part for if you don't attend Heathlands on Wednesday. Otherwise, for those of you who couldn't don't attend, I think we're sending them out electronically
Yeah,
again.
they'll go out. They're scheduled to go out on Monday
Yeah.
with the fortnightly schedule and the
Right.
Monday email.
Cool.
She'll
So-
get it all on Monday morning. That's 8 o'clock, I think it's scheduled for.
Brilliant. So, I mean, just, yeah, so have a look out for that. And again, if you're on site, you attend on site, but you don't attend on Wednesdays, give us a
shout
shout.
out.
Do you know what I mean? I'll try and get through to everybody, and I'm going to do just about. But give us a shout if you haven't got one by Tuesday. Say if you said on Tuesday, and you can go and go, Spiff, I want a sheet, and I'll do it. Okay, so I think that's it for news on this. We've got anything else?
Probably is, but
Probably
we can
is, but
save it.
come back to it. So, before we get into the Art Activity Showcase Extreme, featuring Scran Trigger and Zen Meditation plus leaving things, could you have some more screen peepers if there's
Go for it.
absolute thing?
Dun,
I don't
dun,
know
dun,
if there is.
There's only one
Don't-
comment
don't
from
do.
Anthony saying he can come to our house to have tea and Mark
Oh,
can
there
pick
you
him up there.
That's alright, sir.
No,
That's an offer you
Anthony
don't get
saying-
every day.
No,
Oh, Mark's
he can come to our house for tea and Mark can come
Oh,
and pick him up.
unbelievable, eh? It sounds
No,
like a
Anthony.
gift,
Inviting
that.
himself over.
Now, Anthony, as much as we do enjoy your company,
No.
I know that.
Just
One,
no.
aren't you on holiday or going on holiday?
He's gonna more on that story in a bit.
And no,
But yes,
and
he's gone on Sunday.
What Mark was saying was his family, his dad and stepmom are up from Devon, right, to visit us this week. And we actually haven't seen them for probably 2 years.
Aye.
But well,
It is,
maybe not
but
quite
they
2 years,
stayed at Tolkien the
Over
year
a year,
before
anyway.
last
Right.
for Fiona's birthday. So it's 2 years because of COVID that Mark hasn't seen his dad. So, and Eva hasn't seen her granddad and Nana. So tonight, hopefully, we will
Scram.
be spending time with family.
Scran booze. That's
What's
it.
important?
Okay, so chugging ever forward, ladies and gentlemen. Some of these I've seen, some of them I ain't. So let us sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's. I'll take a deep breath. Art Stroke Activity Showcase Extreme to the max. This week featuring Scran tree hugging and Zen meditation. Now then, as you can see, this is the lovely Abby. Now, this is part of.
See, Abby was first photo last week as well.
Aye, you can see, but she's watching recording, isn't she? Alphabeticals. Abby.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is that how you
Call
order
the
the
file
photos?
Abby.
Do you know,
Abby's
do you know
gonna
what?
cook
I'm
it.
not gonna. I'm
no,
not gonna.
it's secret project.
Secret project,
Special
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah,
project.
I was gonna spill
It's a butterfly.
spill the cat into the beanbag or whatever it is. But yeah, so this is some work that Abby was doing for a secret project, which will be revealed in due course. But well done, Abby.
Beautiful embroidery there.
Isn't it? Now then, what we've got next? Hello,
Brian.
It's a Jefferson there, and I think that's again it's part of a. Oh no, I got that.
No, this
Aye.
is
Looks like an orange chicken.
decoupage tissue paper.
Aye,
Owl
Aye.
is making.
aye. Again
Right.
for a secret project.
See the concentration on his face.
I know. Look at it. Look at it, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
was lucky to capture this photograph because
Aye.
Donna was giving an awful lot of help.
Aye.
Yeah.
Oh, I just throw the stuff at him. Get on with it.
See, I think I could Photoshop that and put a
I'm
violin
joking.
in his
He was.
hand.
He was doing a cracking
could,
job.
aye.
of it.
Just look at the way he's holding it.
He does. He looks like some sort of Hungarian
No,
musician from the 30s.
The work
Maybe
he's doing
double
here,
bass.
I mean, I said it was tissue paper, but there's tissue paper, there's
Aye.
felt, there's shiny
was, aye.
crepe
I know,
paper
I was-
going involved
aye.
in it. So there's lots of different textures
And it's all
different
orange.
techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the noises. Right, next.
What do we have next? Oh,
Hello. No,
It's,
I don't know this.
it's an eclipse.
I know
Oh,
exactly
God,
what
aye.
this is. This is
The annual
Heather's
Cowie.
solar eclipse.
Aye.
'Cause
See, new to that, have
No.
she was
No.
complaining that the moon was too small for the sun, but I showed her if you put the sun further back,
Aye.
the moon becomes big enough, like in
That's
real
how you do
life.
it, eh?
I
Unbelievable,
could have given you a photograph to
Aye.
show you the partial solar eclipse
I've
that
seen it.
my dad took from
I
his
spied
garden.
that. Spied that. There was
Absolutely
news to that, have
No, we didn't see
So what
anything
I've
here.
done, I've written a letter. I just put to my concern. I didn't put a stamp on it. anything.
Dear the
But
universe.
No, against people are in charge of mathematics. It was absolutely gash weather up Araby. Can you rerun it again next Thursday on me dear? I've heard new back.
No,
I've heard new back, Ellen. But no, well done, never
it's
for
not
that
on.
one.
No, it's absolutely beautiful.
Hello.
Oh, it's Fox.
It's a Foxy Fox from Miss Joy Crosby, and I'm really liking that. This week she's done loads, ladies and gentlemen.
Loads.
Loads.
But that was one of my particular favourites.
Aye,
that.
I like that a lot.
Really like that fox
Yeah.
painting.
Push day. Well,
I'm imagining she's holding it up, doing a fox's voice behind it.
I know she's
Hello,
is
Mr.
that?
Foxy.
Yeah. Is that what the fox said? Hang on, man, do your fox voice again.
No, it's a one-time event.
Here we go. Okay, now then. No, this is obviously Vicky.
That's a
wait
that's a
till
game.
now.
That's a concentration on the face.
I
there.
think they were doing some sort of like a fashion shopping bingo or something. And
Ah,
I think you might
that
get
definitely looks like a
Sarah
bingo
Rebecca
pose.
played it, I believe. I think Jackie was doing this gig. And I think there might be a
Fashion
picture
bingo.
of a face of victory as she's
Ooh.
Christian Adam is in front of her. Oh, that's Rebecca there. She's getting in on it with I'm not quite sure this. Oh, yes, I should reckon butterfly in that.
Butterflies.
Rebecca's been doing loads as well. Like really, you know what I mean? Like really concentrating on that. And
I can see a little face on the couch there in the
Aye.
background.
Oh, hello. Oh, actually, I'm there lurking in the back there. Having a little rest, and there you go. That's an action
In
shot
action.
you can flick between the. Oh, no. I think that's
Oh,
the
is that the face of victory?
That's a picture. She's crushed Rebecca under her heel, her jackboots. Yeah,
I would.
then waist to one enemies before her. So yes, is she on the shopping? I think it's shopping bingo sort of thing.
Well, she's got a letter, a camera, a battery,
Aye,
a window, a microwave,
that's my shopping list right away.
a book maybe, a front
Right.
door.
Aye,
And what's you with the red thing? Is at the bottom?
nah, that's probably that's awesome. But yeah, so I'm all done. Look at this. Hey,
Whoa.
right, again, right.
So butterfly picture and
Aye,
butterfly cakes.
cakes, nah. Did I even get a sniff of one of these? The answer to that, no.
Well, I can see there's only 6 of them.
I know,
There's
but-
probably 3 or 4
Yeah.
in the room.
Aye.
There might be some secret cake downstairs.
Secret cake is the best cake in the world. You know
Secret
why? 'Cause
cake?
it tastes so free.
What kind-
So
kind
well
of
done,
secret
Rebecca.
Lemon and poppy seed.
Oh, well, yeah. Nice one. Sweet. Here we go.
Oh.
Again, it was
So they
on
two
a,
different.
yeah,
oh.
it's on a
Right,
Wednesday.
so who's the
now.
better then? Vicky's?
Yeah, I mean on a
Or
Wednesday
Rebecca's?
now, Mark.
Vicky's or
Vicky
Rebecca's?
and Rebecca sort of, join up on that.
Rebecca's are more even, I think.
Aye.
But there's some
Aye.
tasty looking ones on
Yeah, but I
Vicky's
tell you
too.
what, I was told today, Vicky's a demon with the electric mixer, knows exactly how to speed it and that. Not just a full whack, just,
Oh,
starting it
with
up.
Pulses
the
it.
dual electric hand
Aye,
mixer. Yeah.
aye. So well done. Some good
Very well
skills
done.
there. Now then, this is, we've released Chris Pinkerton and Bowditch into the wild.
He just looks
To
like he's
see how
having,
they fare.
he's having a go at someone.
He
there.
does, doesn't he? Oh, we're talking about picture full what? I don't know what it is, 'cause it doesn't sound at all like that. I'm not quite sure what these are. I think they went out with Sean, but I don't know
That's
where.
Kingwood Sidings.
Kingwood.
Ah, right, aye.
It's the one that's more on the
Parkers,
town
isn't it?
side of the road,
Oh,
so
right,
the other
okay.
side.
All of you like, yeah.
Yeah, well, you can get in the car park at the beginning and kind of walk
With
around.
you, yeah. Cool.
Walked
Oh,
there
right.
many a time.
Look at that!
Dotted
look at that.
ball.
It's top point and Jacob communing with nature. Almost like a vicar.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to say something,
Oh,
like going to mass.
I've gathered you all here today. So Jacob, good to see you then, enjoying the fresh air there. Spot on, Paul. Look at this,
Zen.
here's the Zen meditation. We've got Jamie full lotus.
He's rooted himself there,
He's
look.
rooted himself, he's grounded
Grounded.
himself. He's
No,
grounded.
There's actually roots.
See, I
there.
ground
You,
myself
you
all the
draw
time.
in
Look,
from the universe.
There's roots. He's
I know.
rooted.
That's it.
Draw in through the universe, so you
Oh, maybe
like
be
in-
chakras and all that. What I do is I just fall over. That's me grounding myself. There's Andrew there. I think he's feeling the spirituality, and Chris is getting there. But it's yes, look at that. I love that picture. I love Jenny there. Spot on, guys. And there's Andrew hugging it as
a tree.
promised. As promised, hugging a tree.
It's like the grandma hug. No, you're going to kiss me, aren't you? No, you're gonna kiss.
So in the 30 Days Wild activity packs, we got a schools and youth groups and community groups activity pack, which has got all the cards which is going on the Facebook.
Aye.
But if you apply as an individual, you get a little booklet with stickers to put in and stuff.
Oh, really? Okay.
And one of the things in that booklet is hug a tree.
Aye.
So we got the ones with the booklets and we got the ones with the cards, so we had a variety of options.
I don't know if I've ever hugged a tree.
You've
I mean,
never
I've
hugged a
leaned
tree?
against one.
Never hugged a tree.
Well, that's the sort of thing that's come into my head, don't know. There
Maybe at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Forest party.
I'll just stay there. No, that's happened a few times at festivals and that. There we go.
Whoa.
And that's almost a salt
That's
there, Connor.
more than hugging a
That's
tree.
there.
Carl.
He's gone for the right. He's gone for the run up on that one. But yeah, there's Connor. And he's doing something with a tree, and I'm sure the tree's happy, and it's all
It's
consensual.
the start of his pole dancing lesson.
Is it? Aye. Imagine that.
He's going to spin around and his legs will be in the air.
Aye.
Might have splinters.
Oh, you don't want. Ooh, that was smart. That was smart. So well done for that. I like this. It's kind of. It's gone stealth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just sort of lurking, classic sniper position.
That looks like it would make an awesome tree catapult.
Oh, imagine that. Imagine the size of the laggy band. Oh man, you'd have to be massive. You'd have to go.
Well,
You'd have to go to.
do you know their resistance bands we got from ICANN?
Alright, let's all do.
Rubber-
We'll tell you what. Let's discuss this. We'll take a bunch of old guys with resistance bands and rocks and see what happens.
Maybe some of those foam balls that Nick uses in his exercise
I
sessions.
remember, yeah.
Got one here, that's perfect.
There you go. In fact, I've invented a new sport now. I've come up with it. Right. Way up.
Yeah,
Like
perfect.
one of them. Look at that. Even caught it.
Couldn't see the joint.
I'm going to put it down there because it'll.
Ooh.
No, then. Here we
Fair
go.
enough.
Scran, as promised. No. It's
Look how-
episode 2.
Look how bright it is. What?
I know, it's the Great British Run-Off this week. Joanne baked some chocolate cookies, and I tell you something. What I'm liking, if you look at it closely, Mark, they're not just hoyed on. You've got a bit of an overlap. That's full presentation there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I could eat. Look, they look lovely. Imagine that with a cup of tea. Absolutely fantastic. Well done, John. And as I'll report later, we might have 2 weeks without the Great British Run-Off, but it's
What?
always good to see. Yes, I've got news later of their exploits, what they've planned. Here's what's Alan got here.
Rock buns again, I think.
Is it?
No,
I thought they were cheese patties.
No, there's jam in the centre of
Oh,
there.
right, okay.
No, he did tell
Unless
me
it's
what they
tomato
were.
sauce.
Let me
I get
double
it,
check, because I
Aye.
think
We're just
they were jam scones.
jam scones. Oh, nice one.
But I
Slightly,
could be wrong.
Aye. Well, he's happy, that's the main thing. Well done, Alan.
Jam buns, he says.
Jam buns. So I believe this could be the Walsh's departure yesterday. If you guys could talk, obviously, I'm not here on the Thursday, so sort of talk me through a bit about this.
We got everyone to link up at lunchtime.
Oh, yes,
we went into the Purple Bubble. And as the most observant of you may have noticed, if you look at the screen, the microphone is muted, so we did most of it while we were on mute.
Oh, isn't that great?
And then Cheryl come across, put it through the door, you're on mute.
See, this is the sort of professionalism that Heathlands is known for. Throughout the land.
It's fine, we just did it again.
Exactly, yeah.
She'd only opened 2 presents.
It's alright, doesn't matter. And it adds to an air of mystery, I find. Okay.
So that's Mike doing his bit.
He is, he's certainly doing his bit.
They had the cake.
Oh, there was cake, was there?
Marks and Spencer's white chocolate cake.
Oh, really expensive.
Oh, you kept that quiet from us. Not even sure. I was on the phone to Charles. Didn't mention it. Thought you could get that one past us, did you?
Oh, you should have seen there was shards of white chocolate on it.
Yeah, it was a proper shard and freeze-dried strawberries on the top.
Unbelievable.
Well, only the best for Miss Walsh.
Well, that's fair news. But
so this is about to delve in.
Oh, can't be the deep delve. Oh,
she's delving.
For there.
You can see the top of something there.
Oh.
It's a bottle with plants in it.
It's a succulent garden in a bottle.
Blimey, O'Reilly. Excellent.
She's looking at it. Back in the box.
Alright.
I don't. Chocolates. Chocolates.
Champagne truffles.
Yeah, nice.
You don't get to see the gin or anything.
I love a bit of truffle.
That's the end of the photos.
Cool. So nice one. So again, sad to see you go, Alan, but it's we'll see you soon. So that was.
Sure, we'll probably see her. We'll probably see her when she brings Nick in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so that was this week's Art Stroke Activity Showcase Extreme to the Max this week, featuring Scran, tree hugging and Zen meditation, ladies and gentlemen. Should we have a little screen peep for those out there before we get on to the footprint habitats? Screen peep. Helen, what out?
Screen peeps. So, Sarah is saying, Spiff,
yes,
are you going to dress up as King Neptune?
No, because I've got the cowie, haven't I? I've got the crown with the thing. I've got my trident, which I shall be wielding a lot if Brian comes out with his bloomin' jokes.
Does that mean I can be Mera then?
Oh.
You're thinking of Aquaman.
Yeah, but that's based on Atlantis and the sea.
Yeah, it's all pretend, so we can do what the hell we want, We'll do what the hell we want.
You can be Ariel.
Hang on, what does that mean? You have like seaweed and that, and then clamshell.
Eva's got a crocheted, mermaid tail blanket that was lovingly made for her by Maria.
Oh, nice.
Might bring that in. That could be fun.
Just go and Raj. We'll go and Raj, Alan.
Definitely.
So I'll be doing some sort of flying about.
And dressing up
and broadcasting from my watery realm in my undersea lair.
You could be Sharky and George, the crime busters of the sea. If you remember that one.
I was having well, not an argument, but Sarah, the lunchtime chunter, she's got one of them mermaid cows off the cartoon. And
mermaid.
And she comes on, it's Ariel. I goes, well, that's where I've gone wrong, because I had bad television reception, and I nailed a mermaid to the top of my roof, because I said, you need an Ariel. Start to smell now, but it's easy to make a mistake. Hey? Sorry, that's not one.
You've been in the company of Mr. Brian Jefferson.
I have. No, I'm actually.
It's rubbed off there.
Mark came in with one the other day. Mark, great, I can see what it is. It's Jefferson syndrome.
It is.
That's what it is. Anywho, that's the mermaid stroke bingo stroke ocean stroke. Next.
Move on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Jeanette is saying, love the art showcase and the sound of secret cake. Secret cake is the best.
Secret cake. Lovely.
There we go. Spiff's saying, can I go to Spiff's for dinner tonight instead then?
What? How bad is that? It's because I truly am lucky. Hang on.
No,
or is this pre-recorded?
I'm saying, can he go to Spiff's instead for tea tonight?
Spiff can. You did say Spiff.
Yeah, you did say Spiff says.
Spiff.
I was like, yes, I can.
I was looking through to see whether someone was commenting on your account.
It's like I've split myself.
No, Anthony is asking if he can come to yours for tea instead.
No, sorry about that, but there's only enough for me, Cheryl and Amelia. But nice try.
Nice try, yeah. Alan is saying the book club was good this week.
Excellent.
Very nice to hear.
Keep forgetting about that. Still doing the chav, can we?
I presume so.
Oh.
They got the chav, and then they've got the second.
Son of chav.
The next one, Adrian Mall, and then they've got the second chav after that.
Blimey.
So there we go.
It's a thing.
Chavalicious.
It is.
Right. Anthony's saying,
Aye.
tell Helen we're going to miss her. Yes, we are.
Aye,
And
yes,
we
we all
will
will.
let her know.
But
don't
again,
worry.
you know, it's not as if we're never going to see her again.
No.
You know.
Anthony's going to be doing his cake when he comes back home after his...
Yes, we'll
Stuff
talk about
and
that.
on.
Later. So what we're doing?
We haven't seen a carrot cake yet.
Building tension. Aye. Do you know how I like seeing eclair?
Eclair.
Every year I go through a stage when I have a craving for an eclair, and then I have one and I never think about it for a year.
Is Eclair baked or Eclair's?
Aye,
They're baked,
Right.
yeah.
It's shoe pastry.
It's a shoe pastry,
Very
so
cool.
it's a
Pump 'em-
pastry
pump 'em full of
made
cream.
on the hob. Did
Aye.
you know that if you make eclairs,
Aye.
the pastry for the eclairs is better if you freeze it and then defrost it again?
That's physics, isn't it?
There you go.
Voodoo.
There you go, some bakery
Cool.
facts
There
for
you go.
you.
They do a
Okay.
cheesy version of Eclairs, I don't know. It's quite
You
nice.
can do it.
Beignets, they're called.
What?
Beignets.
Beignets.
Beignets. Cheese
Aye.
eclairs.
Yeah.
Very
Because your
delicious.
pastry's neutral on it. That's what you put in it.
Exactly.
Cool.
Moving. Tom Hall's in.
Tom,
Hello,
man.
Tom. How's it
I
going?
don't know, he'll be typing in from deep to starkest elevation, because it was
He will.
from me.
Tom's saying, I would like to know if you've all done the homework I gave you.
Oh,
Which was?
what was it again?
Was it researching that woman called Dorothy?
Oh, that was it. It was just for you. It was your gig, that.
Something to do with the war.
Aye.
She was a nurse in the
Remind
war.
us on. Remind us
Yeah.
on.
I did do some reading, but
Aye.
like a whole week's passed since
Aye.
then.
Job, literally
I think
two,
I remem-
2 seconds after we got off.
I think I remember Helen telling us what the speciality of the woman was.
Aye. That's a worry.
Started with a V.
That's even more of a worry.
So, Jeanette is saying, still on the chav,
Aye.
and then
Aye.
they're doing the second Adrian Mole.
Oh, nice one.
And then the second chav
Very
after
good.
that.
So, and they're ending
Shavmole,
our
Shavmole.
screen page.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Well, as we talked a lot last week, I think we've got some exciting stuff today. Heathlands is a part of the old, getting among the old 30 Days Wild.
It is.
So we're on day, 11, eh? It's the 11th, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's
Easily worked out.
That's how I worked that one. I didn't need any Venn diagrams.
So how many days left?
There's a few in there. How many we got? 29, no, 9, 10, 19. How did I not just... I'll worry about myself. I think I should be on tablets, so I'll leave that off them. Yeah. So as part of 30 Days Wild, if you remember last week, we got them, what do you call it, them special cameras up and that.
We did.
Trapping things, if you will. Well, not trapping them, taking pictures
Capturing
of that. So
images.
I don't know what the hell we've got on this one, but I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
Oh, there's some good ones.
So please sit back, relax, enjoy our sort of showcase of Heathlands Habitats of other footprints. Stroke 30 Days Wild.
So Helen will be doing the
Chunter.
voiceover for this.
Chunter on.
You ready? Go for it.
So, as we all know, we are taking part in the Wildlife Trust's 30 Days Wild over the course of June. Now, the card on the screen right now, I do believe, is make a nature table. So that was for day 5. And the idea was that you collected things from nature to display and to learn about and to just basically generally enjoy.
Right there, isn't it?
And this was sent in by our very own Miss Emma Davidson. And
Nice.
this is the nature table that she
It's a good
created herself
Oh, I love that.
at home.
It's balanced, you know what I
It
mean?
is, it's
not just I'm
beautiful.
just hoying it on.
No, it's well thought through.
And I don't know if you can see, there's the main big white flower at the side. Now that's cow's parsnip.
Aye.
That's a really, really common kind of wildflower, kind of verge plant that you see all over. But can you see there's some other white flowers,
Large one.
which are more like stars. Now, if I remember correctly, that's Star of Bethlehem. And it's quite an invasive plant, but she found it at one of the Cumbria Wildlife Trust's sites as she'd gone for a walk around.
What was it? Feather there and
Which
all.
was also one of the tasks.
It
isn't it?
is one of the tasks
Ah, spot on.
to go and visit a nature
Aye.
reserve.
Oh, well done.
So, well done, Emma. Now,
Excellent.
moving on, this is our one of our other days. So this is day 8, and the challenge was to photograph something blue. So
Well,
you
that's
can
some
see
blue right there.
I've taken the photograph of the challenge card in amongst
It's like she
German
thought it through,
speedwell, which we talked about.
Yeah, it's planned.
We talked about last week as one of the wildflowers that we've identified on Heathlands site. So under that
Oh.
post on Facebook, this is Emma Davidson's again.
She's good, Emma.
Photograph of something that she's photographed blue. Now, I actually haven't identified this plant yet for you. I need to crop the photograph and zoom in to try and get it.
Nice
I suspect it's some form of Californian lilac by the shape of the leaf, but I need to narrow it down.
It's weekend stage because I've got like the back of my garden. It's only about 3 foot, well, not 3-4 foot, but just lots of wildflowers. There's this one in the can. It's like blues and reds and yellows all in a corner. So I'll take a picture.
Sorry, if I lean down.
Hello.
If you go onto your app store, Android or Apple, either is available, and you look for an app called Picture This, and it's a little white square symbol with a green flower in it. And what you do is in that app, you can take a picture with the app and it helps you identify the plant.
I'm having that then, I'll do that tonight actually.
So this one is photographed something blue again, and Miss Sarah Farmer took this directly outside of Purple Bubble, and those tiny little flowers, those tiny little flowers
I would argue that's more lilac than blue.
Are true forget-me-nots.
Let's not get into a lilac off.
They're true forget-me-nots, which is blue.
Apparently, Mark.
And then at the same time, we had Mr. Mark Greener photographing the view looking out over the fields in front of Heathlands, and we have our blue sky.
Very nicely framed by the foliage as well.
It is, it's a cracking composition in that picture. Absolutely beautiful.
Really good picture, that man.
You captured them telephone wires and electric wires perfectly.
That's beautiful.
It's always got to have little bits of criticism.
That was a dig out.
Wasn't a criticism, I was complimenting his use of wires.
Unbelievable.
There you go.
So, moving on, right, this was day 9 of our challenges, and it was to identify wildflowers.
I've got it, Daisy.
And clover.
Those are a common daisy, and there might be some clover in there, yes.
We win, Mark.
But those of you who were watching last week, remember we identified down the Lonning from Purple Bubble, Greater Stitchwort, German Seedwell, and Red Campions. So this week I thought I'd show you some different plants from a different part of site.
Ooh, what's that?
So, myself and Mike and myself and Mark have been spending some time down in what's called the Berks, which is where our wetland was.
There used to be a pond down there, mate. If you were here 10 years ago, you remember.
Now, the wetland isn't currently in a great state, and we're actually looking at applying for a large amount of funding to improve the habitat down there. But as part of doing funding bids, especially in funding bids for the environment, we need to document what we have on site. So we've been down to the Berks to have a look, and this is marsh thistle. So it's not a standard thistle, it's a marsh thistle, and you can tell because it's more purple, more purple in the foliage to the top of the plant's growth. Now the next one is really special.
Oh, hello.
This is a marsh broadleaf orchid.
Never.
Yeah.
Are they worth money?
No, but they are absolutely beautiful.
Lovely, isn't it?
Now, I do believe elsewhere on site we might have field orchids, although where I'd seen them last, I looked for them the other day and couldn't find them.
Maybe moved.
But marsh orchids, absolutely beautiful to have. Now, this isn't a wildflower, obviously. This is a parasitic fungus that is growing on a silver birch, and it's called hoof fungus.
I thought it was like a wasp's nest.
No, it's a bracket fungi, and they particularly love growing on birch trees, which we have an awful lot of down in the Berks. And it's just a beautiful specimen. It's an
sucking sap then, or what?
Yeah, it's basically getting all the nutrients out.
That's what I'll do.
It looks like one of the Pokemons that me caught the other day.
You can see why it's called a hoof fungus because it literally looks like a horse's hoof.
It does.
Yeah.
So we're now going to move on from photographs. From that I've taken to photographs that the trail cameras have been picking up. No, there's just the one.
Well, what's on the right? There, you can see the one, right? Now go to the other side. There, is that it? No,
it's a log.
No, it's a log.
It's my eyes.
It's just night time.
This is our resident roebuck deer.
Aye, lovely.
Having a rummage about a few nights ago. And we've got a few photographs and videos of him to show you. So this one.
He's not in the daylight at all.
Wait, watch.
He's rotten.
Scratting.
He's using his antlers to break down the bark and the leaves of this little sapling hawthorn tree. So he's marking the tree to say, this is my spot, basically. And then he has a bit of an eat. But absolutely wonderful behaviour to capture
So what time is that
on
in the day?
film.
Oh no, he's one at night.
So that's him at night time.
And there's him at night wandering off.
So he goes and jumps a fence.
Aye.
So we put it on the fence the next day, and there he
There's
is again.
him the other side of the fence,
Oh,
going into the field. It looks really bright because the infrared light close up, it kind of floods the image. But there he goes down the field.
Yeah.
Oh man, this
No way
is
off it,
amazing.
isn't it?
So
you see the little biddies in that?
we've captured a couple of other creatures
So
So
what's
the
that?
fox?
this week. This is a fox. Yes.
Aye.
So
Just
this is
the
the
foxy.
first image that we've had of
Aye.
a fox from our trail cameras. What we've discovered is for a fox,
Yeah.
we're putting the cameras too high up on the fence posts.
Aye.
So we're going to put them out
put
again.
one, aye.
I did put all the cameras out again last night, but the wind was up dreadfully.
Aye.
And you know, when the wind's up like that, animals don't like to be
No.
just wandering out.
Well, I've done myself.
They settle down. So we will try and get better footage and photographs of Mr. Fox, but the next one, I'm just going to do a bit of a build-up.
Right.
Because
So there's
finding this
a couple of photos, and then
was
it goes into a little video.
absolutely heart-stoppingly wonderful. I squealed yesterday
that's
when
it.
we
Right, so
downloaded
play
this.
it. So there's a couple of photos.
So there's a few
There,
photos.
it's walking away from the camera. Walking away.
Is it playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Just slowly.
So I don't want
So you can see there's an animal in the undergrowth down there. And you can see we've changed the camera's position because we obviously want to assess different images.
It turns on.
No way!
It's Bodger.
Get on!
We have captured.
Oh, nice one, man. Look at that.
Mark's going to try and pause the video.
Alright, no, but you can see her. He's probably after some mashed potatoes.
Show
That is absolutely amazing.
that we had managed to capture. I think
where-
this was Wednesday night.
So
So which
Wednesday night,
camera's that?
Thursday night.
Wait, because I can't work out. Is he doing the bottom bit?
This was at a different location on site.
Right,
yes.
okay, yeah.
So it wasn't on the lawn, and it was
Aye.
in some of our woodland. And we've got quite a bit of woodland around site, but we won't say exactly where because he's a very special creature, he or she.
Yeah.
But just absolutely thrilling. We put 3 cameras out that night around the same locations, and only this video came up.
Oh my word.
But such a special thing.
No, it is one.
So there
That's
you
made
go.
my day, that. That's
We
proper
have
made my
confirmed,
day.
finally, after
Aye.
13 years of being here,
Aye.
we have badgers on site.
Aye.
And if you've got the sound, you can hear him rustling under the camera there.
Aye.
I will be posting up some better screen grabs and the video in a
And we're back.
separate post
Yeah, that was absolutely
after the live
resounding.
broadcast.
So we're getting more and more stuff. We've had squirrels,
And we've only
foxes,
been in a week, yeah.
pheasants,
Whatever.
deers,
Yeah, literally.
badgers.
Aye.
Just a week and a half
Rabbit.
we've
Wouldn't that
been
be
doing it.
mad, right, if we've seen, like, I don't know, an elephant or something? It's like, can't be, but it was. Yeah.
So yeah,
No.
we know for a fact that we've got a huge
Yeah.
variety of wildlife on this site, but to be able to record these things is just absolutely amazing.
I mean, it's like I've seen a fox and I've seen a deer. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, you know what I mean?
They're probably the same ones you just seen on camera. Though.
No, it's like a couple of years, well, maybe it was there. But, no, brilliant, Alan, brilliant.
So yeah,
Excellent. No, I'm proper
very happy with that.
Excellent. So that was the quite moving Heathlands, what do you call it? Habitats.
Heathlands Habitat.
And just make sure what we're going to see next week. How can you top that? You know what I
I
mean?
would absolutely adore
I
to
might
be
get
able
Mike
to
to dress
get.
up and crawl around in front
I
of the camera.
don't get the fuckers a figure.
I would absolutely adore to be able to capture
Dolphin. No.
No, capture some footage of our resident woodpecker. However,
Aye.
they are really, really skittish,
Aye.
flighty birds. So
Aye.
the slightest movement they see and they're off.
They do the Nash, yeah.
They're really difficult to photograph.
We were trying to
Now,
get the bees as well. Somebody working out how we can get the bees, but they're quite small bees, so the camera has to be
I'm going to
pretty
have
close.
to do that with a proper DSLR, I think.
Yeah.
But for woodpeckers, hopefully over the next weekend,
Aye.
we're going to take one of the trail cameras away because
Yeah.
where Mark's dad and Fiona are
Aye.
staying
Aye.
for the next week, it's the same place, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
They have bird feeders out. It's up by Tolkien Tarn. And
Aye.
where they have the bird feeders out, it's out the back of the tarn, and there's a beautiful bit of Scots pine woodland.
Aye.
And they get several woodpeckers visiting the
Oh, you've
bird
only get
feeders
someone off that.
all the time. So what we'll
Cool.
do is we'll take a trail camera up to their holiday cottage and we'll try and capture
Have a
some
leak,
footage
aye.
for you
Yeah.
of a woodpecker up close.
Cool. That's brilliant, Alan. I'm loving this, like, I'm loving this. Anywho, we've only got the shout-outs ready to go, so any final sort of screen peeps before they do me...
I'm trying to double check because I'm having a slight issue with my Facebook today.
Well, let's see if I can see them on mine. Where did you get up to last time?
It was probably, I think it was Anthony said he was coming to mine for tea, which is
basically on my Facebook it's put this analytics thing up, so I can't actually see the comments.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
It's really, really irritating. So
Anthony's saying...
Got mine or whatever.
Is Maya doing cakes back after the family? And then we got Anthony Wood. Do not Nick having want him, my friend.
Something
talking about being friends with Nick.
Right, yeah.
Then Tom, I would love to know.
Right.
Have all done homework?
Right.
We've done that.
I've got the comments.
Right, we've got it. We're on track again.
So, Jeanette's saying Emma's blue flower is a periwinkle.
Oh,
thank you very much, Jeanette.
Thank you very much,
well
Madame.
done, Emma. Periwinkles are lovely.
I like the name.
It is. It's a pretty name,
Sounds
isn't
like a
it?
drink, doesn't it?
Anthony is saying Pippa says hello. Hello, Pippa the dog.
Woofy woof woof.
Look back in the images I sent you on Messenger and tell me if it jogs your memory. I will do that after the show.
We can't do that while we're doing
Tom.
that, you say.
Anthony says he's got good news. He's lost more weight last week. Well done, Anthony.
Well done.
It's very good to be staying fit and healthy, even though we've still got kind of a bit of lockdown. Well, we're not.
It doesn't matter if it's lockdown or not. Keep me looking.
Keeping fit and healthy.
Well, we missed you moving to Heal this
very
week, Anthony, as
admirable.
well. He wasn't there.
Oh, Sarah's saying Mark and I saw a couple of pheasants on our walk down the lane on Wednesday.
Yeah. You know, there's a few
Mark
knocking
and
about.
Sarah came to me in the office the other day and said, is it all right if we go for a walk? And I was like, yes, of course it is. On you go. Enjoy yourselves. Get some exercise. Get some fresh air. So that's lovely. So there's wildlife down that big lawn in there.
Lords, man.
We haven't
seen
actually...
squirrels.
Yeah, we've seen...
grey ones, though.
Well, I have actually talked to the...
If we're seeing grey, we're not going to see red.
You know, there's red squirrel conservation groups all around Cumbria. I have actually reported the grey to the Brampton branch of the Red Squirrel Conservation Group. He wants to know whether we are bothered by them or whether we would like them humanely trapped and moved on.
I see what you mean. I was bothered by it.
It's if we want to try and encourage red squirrels, you can't have grey squirrels.
Overcompete.
But that's a discussion for us to have as a staff team. Mike Harrington's in. Hello, sir.
How's it going?
Saying hello, Marc Helen Spiff. Really good. Oh, Tom's saying I saw Joy at Houghton Hall yesterday.
Oh, spot on.
And had a lush sandwich while he was there.
Nice
Neat
one.
deets, mate. What was in your bake? What was the scram?
I'm guessing brie and
bacon.
Brie bacon with mustard.
Oh, brown sauce.
So usually when you buy shop bought, it's brie bacon and cranberry sauce.
Oh, blooming cranberry sauce.
I think he said cranberry, and then realised I don't like it. So.
Yep. So yes, please do give us the details on your sandwich because we do love talking about food. And Anthony finally is saying, I miss you all so very much.
It's alright, well, but you know where we are, Paul. Okay, so that's the old share test week. So I'll give you a few update stroke share tests. We had David Edwards has phoned up. Sammy was on the blow there. Currently, David has been playing games on his tablets. So he's getting well into that. Sammy over there, I think I mentioned over the course of the lockdown, basically. She's got right into doing the old puzzles and that. She's currently, she's doing a 1,000-piece jigsaw for samosas. So obviously, start at the edges, look your way.
I thought you were saying samosas then.
Samosas.
I
don't know if this, I think you'd probably get a jigsaw of samosas if you wanted to. David Smart, my nemesis. He was fitting well. He answered the phone to us and that. And he's looking forward to, there's a few years the old football gone on.
So
that starts tonight probably for a couple of weeks. And what's the word I'm looking for? I've forgotten the name now. He urged me, ladies and gentlemen, that he wishes to say a big hello to every single one of you on site out there in TV land from Mr. David Smart. And do you know what he's doing tonight, Mark?
David.
He's having, not only, you see, he's having a double drink.
He didn't even get a chance to reply.
What?
He didn't even give me a chance to
anyhow, get on.
No, let's go.
He's a bit cynical, what's he doing? Anyhow, he's having both Budweiser and Stella. So he's going to get on ranch tonight.
Cheer drinks I would mix, aren't we?
it'd be alright, it's all lager, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're quite different in taste.
Doesn't matter, I'll do the same job, innit? Anyway, Susan, no, it's same as well as Dot and Donna, obviously, in the same gaff, but she's getting her own place soon. In Araby.
Really? Oh, you are going to be
everybody's just
properly hemmed in.
Come on, magnets. Everybody from Heathlands moving to deeper stacks and all Araby, so that's good for
They'll
them.
be all in the same block of flats as well.
Aye. New then, double whammy on this one, Pacha. So I phoned, I got through to Dylan this morning and stuff.
Oh, fantastic. How's he doing?
Talky.
He was on site today as well.
Aye. So there went out and he's boom, large as life, here he is. So me, Dylan and I went for a little walk down the lane, because I walking the dog gear. And we just had a good chance. I'd tell you something, he looks really good. He looked really good, like really scented, you know what I mean? Just like sort of at ease and stuff, and just really chilled out. So it was absolutely proper brilliant to see Dylan and Anne again. Lovely dog and all. Sorry, curly, greyhoundy, whippity thing, long cowie, you know what I mean? But
how big? This big?
This big? Williams, he was anyway,
probably whip it.
Lovely dog. So it's absolutely cracking to see them. So if you're watching, gush night, and they're going to pop in again, you know, just for a quick brew and that, and just catch up on that, just to get used to the place, get used to coming in, stuff like that. Exactly. Spoke to Glenn. Again, he's mad happy that the football's starting and all that. He didn't mention any moves to us, but he probably will have. And he's been spending this week drawing the Iron Man and the Hulk smash. And finally, the Ruds. So I mentioned the Rud off for this or the other. So yes, they're both fine. I can confirm on Sunday morning, ladies and gentlemen, they're leaving. They're not getting up. They're leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning for a big old drive down with a caravan. Down to for 14 days. 14 days, 2 weeks away in what do you call it, Dorset. Now, what I've said to Anthony today, because I know, it's like take a picture of your fish and chips, kind of want it, and it's two days, right? Think about it. There's a lot of people who won't be able to get away on holiday this year, you know, for one reason and another. So Ant's agreed that he's got to take a few pictures of just the nice things he sees, like nice views and whatever.
That'd be lovely.
And we can put them up, you know, next week, the week after, and just, you know, it's like a little trip away for us to the seaside.
This is what Anthony's been doing on holiday.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a little sort of the Runs on holiday.
There'll be 15 photos of the inside of his caravan.
I mean, and a tricks. So that's cracking, and I think that's about it for today. I don't think we've got more to mention.
No, I think that's it all.
That's about it. So, thanks for joining us again, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure, never a chore. It's always interesting and never a bore. So from my big bad self to that, a big massive thank you to the lovely Helen.
Thank you very much.
Big thank you to the lovely Mark.
And thank you, Spiff.
No bother. And until next week, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye.
Bye guys.
Bye. Bye.